Hello, this is BG the editor here. Yes, I know. You guys finally get to know what I sound like, but I have to give you guys a quick disclaimer before this video starts. This story that Sam and John are about to read, it does have a lot of instances of violence, self-harm, and harassment, so please be cautious while you're watching this. With that being said, here's Sam messing up the intro 3 times in a row.
I had to should I do a
Ratatata.
my stalker. Feel like a bad rapper.
Yeah.
I had to my stalkers. Kick. All right. I had to my stalker in self-defense, but after 5 years, he's out of jail, and now he's coming for me.
Okay, that is a terrible situation to be in.
Yeah, bro.
What?
You just
Oh my gosh.
popped your stalker. Now he's wounded, but wanting vengeance.
Vengeance, and now he's like coming back. Like, dude, this is a horrible scenario.
Horrible. Throwaway because the stalker comments on pretty much every post I make on my main account.
Oh God.
Anyway, 5 years ago, I was stalked for 6 months by a guy I knew less than a month as an actual person. We dated very briefly. I broke things off and things seemed amicable. It seemed fine. That is, until he started showing up outside my house and demanding I be with him or else.
Okay, that's like the worst when you leave it off with someone and it's like, okay, like it's gonna be cool, like whatever. And then they just like turn into like a complete monster.
Yeah.
That you never saw coming.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this person's normal. And then when you break up, you realize they're not normal at all.
How does that not like they're able to just like mask it while you're like dating them? Or
well, it's like I think it's like, you know, a true test of a person is how they act in times of struggle, right? Or in times of uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
And so if everything's going well, you're probably just going to see like the most curated version of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But when things go poorly, then you're actually seeing how this person is interacting with the world.
You're seeing them real colors.
You're seeing them real.
And it's looking like a rainbow.
also like the other thing is like, you know what? All right. Like when you break up with someone, right? It is not good usually to go to their house. Right? But every 80s movie tells you otherwise. Every 80s movie is like, get the boombox and be like, Sharon, take me back. And I am having the time of my life. Wait, cue that that movie where he puts the boombox over his head in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, put that in. Put that in. So maybe
why do they encourage this behavior? Like
I don't know, dude. The 80s was freaking weird.
It
like,
just raised a generation of stalkers.
That it has, and it's like, oh no, stalking isn't weird. It's romantic.
Oh no, it's
weird,
not.
bro. All right. He had decided that he was a good man, a nice guy per se. Here, I'll tip my hat to you, my lady. Said he was a nice guy and he deserved chance. And he threatened that if he didn't get that chance, he'd unalive me, or hopefully I'd unalive myself.
Wow. He's such a nice guy that if he doesn't get his way, then OP has to be obliterated. Wow. Like what?
Wow.
He has so much kindness.
So
in
much
his heart.
compassion.
I mean, literally like Mother Teresa just pales in comparison to this
Dude,
man.
Mother Teresa could go F herself compared to this guy.
Dude. What is wrong with this guy?
Just kidding, Mother Teresa. We love you.
Yeah.
After 6 months of daily threats,
Oh my God.
10 plus police reports, multiple restraining orders, and getting rid of all social media, right? Literally, literally OP tried to do everything.
You're changing your entire life trying to hide from this person.
He found her place and kicked in her door at midnight.
Oh my God.
Because he literally broke into my house, I ratatated him right in the chest.
Oh my
Blew him
God.
back. Obliterated. And after a lot of games on his part, refusing to come to court, self-imposed starvation, he was finally sentenced and went to jail for 5 years.
My God.
Dude, that's a crazy stalker that you literally have to like
pop him.
Bop 'em.
Like, how do you not get the message after that? Also, like, for these people, like you're wasting your own life.
Yeah, I mean, you're just delusional and have nothing better to do.
You're just delusional. You're completely delusional. It makes no rational sense at all whatsoever. You're completely wasting your life.
Spooky, bro. I guess he was on parole for about 4 months after his release because I immediately started receiving messages and comments from him.
Oh my God.
After 5 years, bro.
He's still holding on to this. Stop it.
Dude, I honestly,
yeah.
at this point, I'm kind of impressed. Like,
bro, he
like,
almost
dude,
died in pursuit of this.
I know.
Like,
I mean, like, say what you will, man has perseverance.
He's the greatest stalker of all time.
Dude, this guy needs to like create a company, right? Like channel this perseverance and energy into a startup because that kind of perseverance,
literally anything. Golf.
Dude,
I don't know. Like
that kind of perseverance applied in the right way is very useful.
Stock
Mr.
the
Stalker.
hole.
Stock the hole
that you're hitting the golf ball into.
Yeah, not any other hole.
Not any other holes.
No
Good
hole. Yeah,
God.
Jesus Louise. He just picked up right back where he left off. Dude, imagine like 5 years you're in jail and like I like he must like all he's thinking about is this girl.
I don't even watch a TV show for 5 years. Like,
I know, dude.
How is this?
I can't
man still obsessed
imagine
with
maintaining interest for 5 years in anything.
God.
Shout out my future wife, by the way. Just kidding. I'll have more interest in her
every day
for 10 years
for 100
or more.
years.
100 years
after we take life extending neuroplasticity.
Yeah, after
vitamins,
we neuralink our brains into the
turn into
freaking
bionic rat people.
Yeah, AI baby. I contacted the parole board and they confirmed the worst. They said he was released from supervision a few days before.
Oh my God.
So this guy out on parole in the streets, trying to search down and find OP, I guess.
Like if she had only looked him up on public data check before, maybe she would have gotten heads up of his just complete insanity.
Yeah, I mean, like a month of dating is just too much. Like she should have been, all right, I met this guy, looked him up, realized that he was the crazy person he is, and then just no contact.
Cut it, right?
Cut it.
And on public data check, like you can see their entire criminal record. You can see if they're using the right name, the right address, like everything. You would know it all.
Guys, please be safe. Look these people up and check our link in bio to check public data check right now. Okay, anyway, back to the story. I have contacted the police and was approved for a restraining order, but of course, they haven't been able to serve it.
Oh.
So, like, what's the point? What's the point of having a restraining order if you can't restrain the person?
We need those like those super servers that will just like get a job at McDonald's. Have you heard of that? Like, get a job at McDonald's just to be like, here's your Happy Meal. By the way, you've been served.
Or like, it's like when they go to the office, it's like, hey, like, I have a Valentine's gift for whatever. Blah,
yeah,
blah,
are
blah.
you blah, blah, blah? Yep, you've been served.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Honestly, that should be OKOP served, and we should just literally be like court document servers. Just
that'd
like
be kind of fun.
Finding the craziest ways.
Bro, imagine OKOP, but outside, but court
served.
edition. Yeah.
There's a guy who it's John Breaks Bad News, I think it is, and he literally calls people like if someone wants to break up with someone or like say something terrible has happened, like I lost all your money, like gambling, like they'll hire this guy to call the person and tell them.
Oh my God.
It is truly insane.
A service that is needed though.
It is.
Yeah. The police said they can't prove the messages are from him, despite him using his name, posting his pictures, and literally commenting my name and talking about the shooting and talking about the dying in comment replies. The detective is waiting for a subpoena from Reddit to prove it's him.
Wow.
So apparently this guy has been commenting on her Reddit posts.
Wow. And they're literally waiting on, wow. I never even thought about how many like subpoenas these social media sites.
Yeah, dude, they must get a ton.
Jeez.
I'm documenting every bit of harassment, of course, but I'm just exhausted.
Of course.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't be?
Dude, like this is terrible. This is terrible. This is like, imagine like thinking you have a break. Imagine thinking you're fine. 5 years go by and you're like chilling. And then this guy comes back with a vengeance.
Dude. the worst.
I'm incredibly frustrated with the lack of help available and closed doors there are for people being stalked. Is there anything else I can do in the meantime? Okay, so these are some of the comments of people giving actual advice.
Yeah.
So in addition to the tomatoes are toxic, says, in addition to the restraining order, under some circumstances in Tennessee, you can get an order of protection in that would include an emergency temporary order issued ex parte. I don't know what this means. Without a hearing or without requiring a service of process. I suggest you speak with a local attorney about your options.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but
some sort of potential protection. It sounds like, like she won't just be like, she's right now left to her own devices to like fend for herself.
Yeah, exactly.
So, interesting.
Yeah, definitely. OP needs some extra help.
Definitely.
Am I the a-hole for making sexy poses while the neighbor was recording me for no reason?
Maybe they just trying to see some of this sweet, sweet action.
You know, forget OnlyFans.
Only hoses.
Only neighbor.
Only gardens.
Only gardens.
Yeah, I'm trying to see you snip that bush.
My dad passed away recently.
Off to a great start.
And left me, 26 male, and my sister, 31 female, his house. It's super unkempt, so I've been doing lots of yard work outside in the morning. I'm out there watering the grass in the mornings and the evenings. And every single time I've done this, the neighbor right next door, who's like this older granny, comes out to her porch and straight up watches me without even hiding me.
What you doing, Granny?
Bro, she's like watching you get all like, you know, hot and sweaty, like those glistening sweat drops on your abs.
I got a pool you can clean, Sonny.
That was so good.
No chlorine needed.
I introduced myself to her once, now that me and my sister are the new owners after my dad passed, but it was obvious she didn't want to talk. All she wanted to do was watch. Next thing I know, she started coming outside with her phone, pointing the camera right at me. And I'm like, is there a problem? She says, there's no problem as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to, like working that grass. I asked her, why is she recording me then? Neighbor lady goes, what's the problem with me recording if you're not doing anything wrong? It's so effing weird, and I don't even know how to respond to the situation. As soon as I finished up to go back inside, she went back in her house too. And this happens every single day that I'm outside watering the grass. Always the same excuse that she's wanting to make sure that I'm not doing anything else, or if I do, it's on camera. So yesterday I got fed up and decided to do something different. When she came out with her phone, I stuck my ass out and put my hand on my hip looking right at her. Like doing those sexy poses. At first she was like, what the F? But then she got really mad when I started wetting myself with the hose and touching my neck while literally looking directly at her. Was it stupid? Yes. But she put her phone away and started cussing me out for being a pervert. My sister told me later on she came to the house when I was working talking about me sexually harassing her, making poses in provocative ways. My sister knows she's a pain in the ass and she probably has nothing better to do with her time, but I still shouldn't have stooped to her level by making her uncomfortable right back. I feel like I didn't make a huge mistake and it wasn't even that bad. Not like I was grabbing my balls or anything, but also I can be a dumbass sometimes. So I don't know. You guys tell me. Was I an a-hole?
You just went too far. Like, that's what I would have done, is gotten like all my friends together and been like, let's pretend like we're recording a documentary of her. So every time she steps outside, we all just go and there's like a boom mic and like a camera. And then she's like, what's going on? It's like, well, nothing's wrong. And if you're not doing anything wrong, we're just recording you.
Yeah.
This is my documentary.
Do it right
Like, this
back.
is my documentary. And you literally have a whole crew of people.
I love the commitment. See, you know what I would have done? I would just rub my nipples looking at her. That's what I would have been like, ooh. Two different
styles,
ways.
but
Two different
same
styles,
results.
but both of them work.